Hello folks, welcome to Lexi IAS. In today's video, we'll be discussing a current affair topic presented to you by faculty Sushma KP. So what is the topic that we will be discussing today? Why has rupee breached at 86 rupee against your US dollar? What is the relevance of it to UPSC? That is a GS paper 3. Now, like I pointed out, rupee has breached your 86 rupees against your US dollar. The question is, why? See, multiple factors can be associated to it, that is both within the nation as well as global. Now when we say global, recently Friday, let's take that is the previous Friday, when the market closed, the rupee was somewhere lingering around 85.58, around this figure. Then what happened? Your US government report came out that spoke about your employment. That is, it spoke about a higher, or it spoke about a growing factor wherein the US job market is growing steadily, wherein the unemployment fell from 4.2% to 4.1%. So, the job security as a concept started growing. Alongside that, the US bonds, they increased their yield. That is, a 10-year period would be there, right? This 10-year yield started increasing. Looking at both these factors, looking at how market is responding, and the dollar grew strong. Looking at these three factors, what were those factors? The unemployment report fell. The US bonds ka yield, the 10-year wala, that increased. US dollar is strong. This led to what? The market started looking at this. Yes, now they decided US market is now robust. Now if it is robust means let's exit from your developing economies like India. Which led to what? Foreign investors started selling off their equity. In January 2025, hardly what we are in 16th, so in the first 16 day itself, $4.2 billion has left the country. This is the ongoing picture. To aid to our woes, rupee is depreciating. The rupee is depreciating, which means the value is decreasing. Supply is more. While the value is decreasing, your dollar is strengthening. To this point of time, to add to our woes, the crude oil prices, they are increasing, they are volatile, and especially for a country which is entirely dependent on crude oil, and we import crude oil, and at a period of time where our rupee is not able to take the stress anymore with increasing dollar strength, this is adding to our woes. Now we can think, within the country, why RBI can't do anything? Is it they can make sure that they can bring certain changes? But here it is said that RBI is allowing for this depreciation. It is not interfering into the market, it is letting the depreciation happen. Understanding? Now look at this. If the rupee depreciation happens, what will happen? Currency exchange impact, global market forces. Like we said, based on how the market is reacting, the investors are also reacting. Remember I told you how the foreign investors are selling off their equity. Next, economic indicators are also having an impact, whereas like inflation, interest rate, trade balances, etc. also drive the rupee performance with respect to this is within the country. Within country factors which are affecting your rupee ka performance, that is value increasing or value decreasing. Why is US dollar strengthening? Like I mentioned, first and foremost, resilient economy marked. Yes, like I said, the unemployment rate fell from 4.2 to 4.1%. Yes. Your Federal Reserves now, there is expected the cut will be only of your 25 base points. Now into the global impact. The dollar strengthening also is creating a pressure on emerging market economies and international trade. This is a direct impact on how we are feeling with respect to India. Now, like we discussed, seeing at this strong, robust US economy, your foreign investors are selling off their equity and leaving India. That is why we told 4.2 billion has been taken away from Indian economy. So, look at this. FIIs went to $4.2 billion and also US yields are attracting investors from India. Why? Because like I told you, the 10-year bonds yield increased. This is impacting rupee, whereas the supply of rupee and weakened demand. Alongside this, rising crude oil prices. We discussed in the starting only how India is dependent on crude oil prices, and at this point of time, this puts India into vulnerability, and also your crude oil prices means our current account. The higher the purchasing, especially with the weakening rupee and strengthening dollar, this puts higher imports which will widen the deficit, increasing what? Current account deficit. Geopolitical factors like oil prices, etc. are also impacting your India's economy. The inflationary pressures that we see in India is your rising prices, RBI stance. Like I tell you, is RBI not doing anything? RBI is actually okay with this current trend. It is just allowing to go its natural course. It is not wanting to intervene with any expected, or it does not want to defend at any particular rate. So it is letting the markets run its course. Now, why does the market react the way it is reacting? It is because based on speculation. When you don't know what is happening, you will predict this might happen. The same way is what is happening. If you look at the investors' confidence right now, it is more of a cautious. Proceed with caution sign. The future outlook as to where the money might yield results, that is also dependent on this only. And same is with the speculative trading like we saw in the previous slides. Your RBI's monetary policy adjustment it's trying to do is, as it is, flexible intervention. With the same, like we mentioned, intervene only when necessary and not defending any specific rates. Interest rate management also, it is reconsidering the timeline for rate cuts to stabilize the currency, and it is trying to have a close watch on inflation trends. We have discussed all of this in before slides itself. Now, these many things are happening, right? What is the government fiscal policies on this? Economic resilience, union budget, which speaks about your tax reforms and incentives for your industries. At the same point of time, it is also leaning towards your export-oriented services. Saw that $4.2 billion has left the country. What can we do at this moment to make sure we can bring or we can enhance the foreign investment into our country? First and foremost is simplifying the regulations and offering strategic incentives to attract FDI investments. Another thing is market transparency and address regulatory hurdles. This too will have an enhanced impact of bringing the money or FDI inflows into the country. The outlook that is happening right now, what can we do to strengthen our economy? First and foremost, diversify. And second thing is, invest in infrastructure for long-term growth. First and foremost, what can be done is enhance your geopolitical power. Meaning what? See, at this point of time, yes, US is coming back, Trump is coming back 2020, for furthermore policies can be expected. But at the same point of time, US-China trade also, each of them will start trade off with each other, the trade war. So, at that point of time, what India can do is develop into strategic partnerships and make sure that India's rupee will stand a chance amidst this growing chaos. Understanding? And now more of these turmoils are expected to come with Trump going to be taking over at January 20th. So we have to wait and watch what it has in store for us. That's it. We've reached the end of the content. If you like our content, subscribe to our channel, hit the like button and share it along with your friends. Thank you.